Good morning, children. How are you all? Children, I hope you all are fit and fine. So, children, today we are going to discuss about the benefits of natural fibers and their drawbacks. So, children, we know that the cotton fibers are soft, absorb the sweat, and let air in, and it can be used in all the seasons. Children, we know about the silk and the woolen fibers, so that the woolen fibers trap the air in between them and thus remain the body heat. So, children, the natural fibers are used as a protective covering for our body, and the silk clothes have a natural shine and can be made into the expensive dresses. So, children, what are the drawbacks of the natural fibers? These are very expensive due to their production cost. For example, natural silk is a costly fiber. We know, children, that they generally shrinks on the ordinary washing, and they take longer time to dry, especially during the rainy seasons, so that they get creased or the crumpled easily, and so they have to be ironed after every wash. So, children, the moths and the molds generally attack these clothes, as these are the either carbohydrates or the proteins. So, children, these are the advantages and the drawbacks of the natural fibers. After that, children, we are discussing about the benefits and the drawbacks of the synthetic fibers. Children, synthetic fibers are strong, durable, and generally do not shrink. They are easy to wash and maintain, and do not get the creased easily. So what happens? They dry very quickly as they absorb the very little water. Children, they are available in very attractive colors, designs, or prints. They are cheaper than the natural fibers. The moths and the molds do not attract these fabrics. Children, what are the drawbacks of the synthetic fibers? These fibers are not comfortable in any season, since they do not absorb the sweat and do not let in air. So these clothes catch fire easily, and they get damaged when pressed by a hot iron. These are the advantages and the drawbacks of synthetic fibers. Children, we should discuss about the history of clothing material also. In ancient times, the clothing consists of the leather, fur, leaves, and grass, or they are tied around the body. But children, the hairs of the animals were twinned to make clothes. The Egyptians were the first to discover and use the cotton. Both the cotton and flax were grown near the river Nile. Children, we know that at around 30,000 BC, sewing needles were invented, and the remain of the needles made of the animals' bones and were discovered by the archaeologists in the Russia. These were supposed to have brought about a revolution in the type of the clothes worn. Children, the stitched clothes began to used in the India around the 14th century, and the western clothes became popular in 20th century. But even now, unstitched and the single large piece of clothes is also used, both by the men and the women. So children, these are the history of the clothing materials. Children, we know that the clothes protects us from the heat, cold, wind and the rain, and it also protects us from the insect bites also. So children, we can choose the type of the clothes we want to wear from the wide variety of the fabrics. So hope children, this topic is clear to you. Today I am sharing you book exercises of chapter 3. So you should complete these book exercises in your book only. Thank you children.